Alright people, it is Monday, February the 6th. The time is 11:15 in the morning. It's currently minus 2 degrees Celsius. I'm here on the corner of Yonge and Shooter Street in downtown Toronto. And I'm going to be taking a walk into the downtown east area. I thought I'd walk up and down some side streets and maybe an alleyway that I've never explored before. So there'll be a bit of zigging and zagging in this walk. And I'll also be walking through part of the Toronto Metropolitan University campus. So we're currently walking east on Shooter Street. And the cold snap that we've been suffering through has ended, and the weather today is supposed to get up on the plus side later into the afternoon, and in the coming days it'll be getting even more so into the plus side, and rain is expected. So what snow we do have left from the recent cold weather and snowfalls will soon be melting. So that was Victoria Street we just crossed. I have walked along this alley before. Surprisingly, there is another alley in the neighborhood that I've never walked down. So I think today is the day for that. So this is Bond Street, so we're just going to take a walk north. We'll walk all the way up to the end of Bond Street. And this is quite an interesting street, really. Kind of tucked away here in between Victoria and Church. It's lined with some fairly impressive old historic buildings. St. Michael's Choir School. I think that's St. Michael's Cathedral. As is typical with Toronto, you have the old with the new towering not too far away. Here's the Mackenzie House. Very old historic home. William Lyon Mackenzie, once lived in this home. Toronto's first mayor, dating back to 1837. Toronto became a city in 1834. Before that, it was known as the town of York. Here's Dundas Street. Just over there is Dundas Square. Got a bit of a traffic situation here. And there is my neighborhood burrito boys. Bond Street continues. So we're now walking into the Toronto Metropolitan University campus. Formerly known as Ryerson University. So a lot of these old historic buildings on this part of Bond Street have been incorporated into the campus. But some still remain independent, such as the old Lutheran church here. I think that is a Greek Orthodox church. And there's what passes for the clock tower here on campus. Not a very big clock, but it does chime. And sometimes the bells toll some tunes. One time they were playing Beatles songs. I had to stop and listen for a while that time. So now we're on Gould Street. This is one of the main streets of the TMU campus. Up ahead it's pedestrianized, as is Victoria Street, heading south from Gould for just a block or so. Here's Church Street. We're just going to continue on though over to Dalhousie. I've walked along this part of Church Street many a time before. Here's my neighborhood grocery store, the Metro, in the old Sears Merchandise Warehouse building, which is now some very expensive loft apartments. Here is Dalhousie Street. One time the EDM artist Deadmau5 lived in this building, and he has a YouTube channel, or he had a YouTube channel, where he would drive around Toronto in his Lamborghini with a special guest. And most of his videos began here at this building as he pulled out of the underground parking garage and went to pick up his guest of the day. And then they'd drive around and go for coffee at a Tim Hortons. I think one of the most memorable videos was when he took Rob Ford out for a drive around. But he doesn't live in the building anymore. I believe he moved out to the country just outside of the city. You can get a glimpse of the financial district over there. Pretty soon that view will be blocked though. A new tower is going to be rising right here on this former gas station site. The old gas station building has been turned into a sales center for now, but eventually that will be torn down to make way for the new tower. And we're back to Dundas Street, given with the zigging and the zagging that we're doing. But I think we're pretty close to that unexplored alleyway. We'll find out if it's actually possible to walk through it. On the map, it looks like it is. But sometimes what looks passable on a map is not passable out in the real world. This is Mutual Street. And wouldn't you know it, it doesn't seem to be, or maybe it is. There's a door here. Let's find out. No. See, according to the map, there's an alleyway that extends all the way down south from this point. Can't always trust maps, people. It even has a name in the on the map, so it seemed pretty legit. Let's go and look on the other end. Now we're going on a bit of an adventure here. There's another tower that's going to be rising across the street. That's where the old Grand Hotel used to be. It was demolished over the course of about a year and a half. It was basically a solid concrete bunker of a building of about 17 stories. So it took that long just to tear the building down from the top down. And you can see inside there is the alleyway. But once again, I cannot access it here. This must be a very special alleyway. Yeah, and some beautiful old townhomes here. These will not be redeveloped at any time. I think these are protected properties. Even though on either side of them, new towers are going to be rising, such as this. There's an access into the alley again, but there's a fence over there. Back onto Shooter Street, this time heading west. Here's the new Garden District condos. I think that's topped out now. And under those tarps are some historic old homes that were dismantled. And now they're being reassembled as the new sort of lobby of sorts of the condo tower. Alright, so here's the alleyway. So I don't even know if it's worth walking through, since I can't walk all the way through to Dundas Street, given that fence up ahead. We'll just take a peek inside. Being hemmed in by tall buildings on all sides now. Oh, I see. Maybe I had to access the alley from over here on Mutual Street. So I think there is a way. Yeah, I tried to access it from Dundas. So that was my mistake. There you go. I could have just walked right over here and come in this way. And there's one of the love robots. You used to see these all over the place in the city, but most of them are gone now. And back on Mutual Street. So now I think I'll just continue walking north along Mutual Street. Oh, this is where I entered the alley, not from Dundas Street. So I just entered it at the wrong access from Mutual Street. I had to go one further down. I don't think I'm fully awake yet, folks. So now we're walking on the other side of the old Sears merchandise warehouse building. And this is the garage that Deadmau5 would emerge from with his Lamborghini. And this used to be a Subway location. Now it's a sushi restaurant. And right across the street from what used to be the Sears merchandise warehouse is what used to be the Sears head office. This sort of inverted pyramid brutalist office building. It's kind of well known in the city. Now it's a government office building. So now we're walking through the TMU campus again. Kind of a mix of academic buildings and student residences here along Mutual Street. And a few apartment buildings that are not affiliated with the university.
And we have some still.
And here is Gerrard Street. It's west towards Yonge Street. So now we're heading east on Gerrard. And we're about to cross Jarvis Street, and I think this is where I'm going to wrap up this little partial zigzag, partial wandering aimlessly, and almost getting lost in an alleyway walk around the east side of downtown. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, let me know down below in the comments. Or if you didn't enjoy, let me know down below in the comments. And be sure to like, share, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And also make sure you hit the notification bell, that way you won't miss any of my videos. And if you'd like to support the channel, there are links in the description where you can do so via PayPal, as well as via my merch store. And there's also a super thanks button right down below, if you'd like to support the channel that way. And you can find me on Instagram under KContinuum. So thanks for watching, and be sure to keep checking back because, as always, I will continue.